So did you know that you can go green at the dinner table? Well, in honor of Earth Day, our next guest is going to show us just how to do that. Joining me now is Chef Mike Webster of the Sustainability Farm School. He'll be making a meal that is both good for you and good for the environment. Well, I like the sound of that, Mike. That's appropriate for Earth Day, right?
Absolutely.
So talk to me a little bit about what a sustainable food is.
Well, the idea of sustainable foods is that they are neutral, that they are allowed to continue to occur, that they don't take away too many things, and that they give people good, wholesome nutrition.
Okay, so something that comes from the earth or not necessarily?
Well, most everything comes from the earth.
Well, I mean like not man-made, I guess. Something that grows.
Absolutely. You know, one of the interesting things with our current food model is so reliant on gasoline and petroleum products, and so sustainable foods ideally rely less on those and are able to work within the local ecology to be able to build a good quality food source.
Great, and today we're making a kale salad,
Yes,
and
we
it
are.
seems like kale is kind of the it food.
It is very popular these days.
A lot of health benefits to it?
There certainly are. There certainly are. There's a lot of micronutrients, a lot of protein, calcium. It's pretty much a perfect food.
Is that right?
You can juice it, you can dry it, you can eat it raw, you can eat it cooked. Of course, you
Some
can
options. And you were saying
always-
there's different nutrients depending on how you prepare it.
Absolutely. One of the kind of cool things about kale is that you get some nutritional benefits from eating it raw, and you get other nutritional benefits from cooking it. So ideally, a good kale diet should have a little bit of both.
Got it. All right, well, let's get going.
All right, sounds good. So we have our kale here. One of the easiest ways to clean kale is just grab the leaves here and pull the stem. We'll remove
wow,
the stem.
that is easy.
Nice and easy, done. Now we have our kale here, and we're able to just kind of stack this up.
Is there something we should look for in the grocery store when we're buying kale?
Well, you want to make sure that your kale looks fresh. You want to make sure it has a dark, rich green to it. And certainly you want to make sure that it's not wilted.
Okay.
All right. So now that I've got my pieces of kale here, we're just going to chop it up. If you have trouble with the knife work, I find a food processor goes a long way.
Okay.
But ideally what we want are thin ribbons of kale. All right, so that when we're done,
Oh, that's what you
it's
have.
just like that.
Okay.
We've got our couple of different ingredients. One of the nice things about the kale salad, you put anything you want in it, right?
Sure.
You can put tofu, you can put cheese, seeds, granolas, nuts, you can put meats, cheeses, anything that you
huh?
want. So here at my community, we eat it several different ways. We always kind of do different things. So we've made it with Connecticut currant juice today, but you could certainly do it with cider vinegar or lemon juice. You can add dried fruit, add apricots, raisins. We have some nuts today. I have some almonds here. But ideally, you can kind of make this what you want, which is another nice way to keep it fresh and also very nutritional.
And we were talking a little bit before that instead of a creamed spinach, if you want to cook the kale, then you
Yeah.
actually use kale instead.
I do. A lot of times, when we make cream spinach, it kind of falls apart on us, and it doesn't necessarily offer as full of nutritional benefit as we could have. Certainly when we add cream to things, fat and salt are very delicious, but not always healthy for us. So
That's true, right?
I find creamed kale to be a really great opportunity to get some good nutrition and also some wonderful flavor.
I like it. All right.
All right. So we have our kale. We're going to add some dried fruit today. And this is one of those salads that actually does better when it sits. I know a lot of times when we dress our salads, we do it immediately, right, when we sit down. But this is one of those salads that really benefits from being dressed in advance. It just helps to break down the kale a little bit. So I like to bring this to summer picnics.
Oh, that's a great
when we're going
idea.
out. You can make it
Sure.
at home, bring it out with you, which is great. We have our almonds that are here. I always add a little bit of salt and pepper, and that's just me. American diets are very rich in salt, but I generally try to add my own.
Okay.
I use real natural ingredients, so all the things here are in their purest state, which is great. And that way I can control exactly how much seasoning I want. And then we have our dressing here. Our dressing is nice and simple. It's a vinaigrette, so you can make this with anything you want. You
Okay.
can use balsamic vinegar, you can use a cider vinegar, you can use lemon juice, orange juice, lime juice.
Oh, so many options.
Today
right, for
we're
our kale.
actually using black currant juice.
Which is from Connecticut.
It is. This is a local Connecticut product. We're very proud of being able to have that product. I feature it at work, which is great. My residents really enjoy it. It's also a wonderful way to make a good, healthy dressing.
Sure.
Currant's very rich in antioxidants. Certainly vitamin C is a big popular one there, as well as a few other things, which is great. So really nutritionally dense item that we're
Very
making
good.
today.
Well, before we dress this kale here, let me ask you a little bit about the school. What's your job
Absolutely.
there?
The Sustainable Farm School, we're actually going to be having a central hub in Hartford this year coming up. We're very excited about that. But what I do there is I teach kids how to eat sustainably. So what we do is we make everything from scratch. We have churned butter in the past. We've ground wheat to be able to make our baked goods. We've done all sorts of really great things to get in touch with our food.
It looks like they're enjoying themselves. There we have a couple pictures.
They do. They do so many beautiful things at the farm school. It's such a great part to be able to give back to the kids.
Sure.
And I find it's great because from young kids to aging seniors, we're able to give good food to good people. And with children especially, they're our future. They're going to make this world what it's going to be. And that's why it's so important to give them what they need, which is the tools for their success. So
Good
teach
life
them
lessons.
about good food, where it comes from, how to make it, and hopefully give them the skills they need to have good, successful lives.
Sounds fantastic to me. All right, so the dressing will just go on the kale, and you
Yep.
said you like to have it sit for a little while?
I do. I add just a little bit. You can always add more, but you can't take it out. So I just put a little bit there, and then I just dig in with my hands and get everything mixed up. So we're going to just mix this all up here.
Okay.
All right. And when it starts to get shiny, you know it's in good shape. So you can actually see right here.
Looks wonderful.
I made this about 20 minutes or so ago, and it's looking nice and shiny, and that is perfect for us to go ahead and enjoy.
Good. Well, we're going to do that at the end of the show. Chef, thanks so
Sounds
much
good.
for being
Thank
here.
you.